you said, of course, a lot of men will say, oh, you're doing your thing and this and that and that and that. But what I run across sometimes, well, in my relationship, when I was with my son's father, he kind of came right when I was starting. And so he kind of saw me progress into the person that I am now. And like you said, I thought that he was going to go right along with me, and be motivated. I've even encouraged him, invested in him trying to do his own thing. And it just didn't work out.
Shut up, Kevin. When you text me.
And it just didn't work out.
You were supposed to be here a couple weeks ago, Kevin. So we're not.
Don't listen to Kevin, because Kevin tells everybody that I'm a man and says that I act like a man. He said,
Kevin.
He does. He said, "Oh, she's a man. She acts." He says that my
and the way he says it, I'm sure people probably believe him too, because he can tell a lie straight.
But he's not the first person to ever tell me that. Like the guy I was in a relationship with, I remember once I started, the business started growing and things started going good, and I guess and I'm the most girly girl. Like I didn't play sports. I've watched sports, and what I'm saying, I'm just the most girly girl, and I just thought I was just the epitome of femininity. And he was like, dating you, he was like, being with you sometimes is almost like being with a man.
And that's about how do you know what being with a man is like, sir?
And so, and I didn't understand, and I'm like you, I didn't understand that, and then Kevin came across, and I guess it comes from, my cousin, who I get a lot of my advice from. She was like, you when I'm with you, she said, you remind me of me being with my boyfriend. She was like, it's just the way you think. She was like, you don't wait for anybody to kind of tell you.
Well, why can't we equate that to being independent and strong-minded as opposed to, I get what they're saying.
Exactly. And so what I run into, which is frustrating for me, is that when I do meet a guy who could possibly be on my same level, whatever, sometimes when they run across me, they don't want to do all the things that they do for other women. Is that Kevin?
Yes. I guess I need to block him. You know what? I'm going to say with Kevin, because a couple of months ago, Kevin put out there that he was thinking about doing his own radio show.
Right.
So I invited him not only once,
right,
not twice, but 3 times to come. Now at that time we were in a different studio off of 35,
right,
and never came. And the next day I texted him, I said, "What happened to you?" "Oh, I forgot." Then I remember I texted him and I said, "I'll see you tonight," and he said yes. Didn't come, didn't call. So F you, Kevin. But it's strange, because I have one sister, Carla, that told me that I have to treat men that I'm dating like a man. So she said, when you're done with them, you get up and you go. You don't stay the night. You just leave. And treat them that way. She said, and then when you treat them that way, they respect you more.
And they do.
She said, you got to bark at them. Like they bark at you. So I tried doing it, and you actually get more results that way.
But the thing I run into,
you get more callbacks.
You do. But the thing that I run into those two sometimes is that, like, I would like to go on a real date. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like for someone to say, let's do this, let's do that. Pick me up or whatever.
I don't want to have to tell you what to do. And
I think because we are so independent, I think sometimes some men do like to date us, because in their mind they're like, oh my God, I don't have to do all that stuff that I did.
But you have to.
But I'm like,
because
I still want that stuff.
You did it for that chicken head, so why you can't do it for me?
Right. So that's what I run into too. Run into too. But another thing you brought up was the taking advantage of. The crazy thing is when you get to this level, when you're independent,
and you thirsty, you got some water.
You run across the craziest stuff when it comes to men. Like when I tell you, I probably seen it all. I've been through it all.
I'm like, who is your mama?
Right.
And I hope you don't ever have no children.
Right.
Because what you're doing to me is gonna happen to them. Because what you did to me.
Exactly.
Men nowadays, they want to stay at home. They want to drive your car, drop you off to work, ride around with their friends.
Right.
Right. That's not mine.
Right.
See, I'm you. I want to ride around when you at work in your car. But that's a natural order of things.
Right.
And I think that any quality male should not want to be like that. So, I don't know who we find, where we find them, but we need to stop going where we're going, Kurt.
I said that I probably need to just go some different places.
But now Bear Boot is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a show. We had a phenomenal time with that group of young people.
Mm-hmm.
Their season 1 is already on Instagram.
Okay.
They do challenges and stuff, so it's more interactive.
Okay.
And then, like I said, literally as I was walking out the door, somebody contacted me, and because I have multiple Facebook pages, that device is at home. So I told them, well, just text me. And if Kevin, you don't stop texting, I'm gonna block you. I guess if I never said acknowledge your text, you would think that but anyway. But yeah, so 2019 is a year of love.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well, yeah. And I think you should have multiple, like old people say, I have several irons in the fire. I think you should have several irons in the fire. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Or maybe we could host like a
several irons. Wait a minute. Somebody, several guys?
I mean, if she's just dating, why not?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. we need to host a networking event.
Is that an issue?
No, not if it's established that, it's just dating. Not exclusive.
Well, until they put a ring on the finger, then.
Well, I mean, but you want to be honest about it.
Right.
They don't want to be honest about it.
No, so some people are like, okay, we're exclusive. Exclusive means we're not gonna date anybody else, but yeah, we're not.
So I just saw that.
We're still single. I still think we're single, but we're just exclusive.
When you're exclusive, that's different. When you mutually acknowledge that, hey, it's just you and me, then that's different. So last night on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think his name is Mike, the one that Cynthia's dating.
Right.
So he actually asked her to be his lady. I thought that was so cute.
Right.
Like that took me back to kindergarten and first grade when we used to write notes and said, "Are you my boyfriend? Yes or no?"
Right.
Like, yeah, we don't do that in real life, but sometimes
I think
just a
should,
simple,
yeah.
So clear communication. So when I see you out with that chicken head, I can thump you on the head because I'm a lady.
Right. You're right.
I like that. Yeah. So, I don't know. We might need to host a mixer. I would be glad. Yeah, we can. I'll just sit off in the corner and be quiet. But I think and it's a busy season, so why not have a mixer? Right. You always doing stuff in the community anyway.
Right.
So it would be different, but it would be more grown.
Right.
Exactly. We should do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I like
what's
that.
What's the stipulations, Jason?
You tell me what
credit score what?
Well, no. Here's what we'll do. Well, no. There's 2 ways of fishing. You can fish with a pole, and you can get fish by fish, or you can fish with a fishing net. But then when you do that, you are subject to just catching whatever, and sometimes greens and stuff. So we'll let everyone come out because just because your credit score is undesirable doesn't mean we can't work to get it to desirable level.
Right.
So there's hope for those, but you have to want it.
Right.
Now, if you got 9 kids from 9 mamas, and your credit score is 420.
Yeah, it always comes down to why. Why is it?
Ain't no why. Why you got 9 kids from 9?
No, I'm saying why your score is bad. So if it's bad because you got 9 kids, then okay, we got some issues because
You know what? We have a janitorial position open for you at Rapido, so you can come on.
Yeah.
But no, we'll let them all come.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be nice. Oh, that would be so nice.
We'll let Kevin be there too.
You know what? And I know he's still listening. Well, yes, we will. You know what? But we're going to have to get him to sign a contract of what he can say and what he cannot say. Because he just allowed to pop off. Right. Yes, Kevin will let you do the t-shirts. Oh, we can get a reputable t-shirt company in there. Uh-oh. My phone stopped working.
Yeah, he saw that look. He saw that look.
Yeah. So we're going to take one quick break, but please let people know. Oh, he just tagged me in the story. I'm not even. Oh my goodness. www.rapidofinancialandtaxandinsurance.com. And you can find her at Curry Ryan on Instagram. And you can find her at Curry Pierce on Facebook and Rapido Financial Services on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. Keep it locked to www.imrealtyradio.com. And you want to go ahead and do her right? The guy's coming, right?
Who?
This and that.
No.
Oh, well, we don't have to rush then.
No.
Okay. But if you want, so we're going to do a bite eventually, just whenever. So you'll tell me your name.
Okay.
What you do.
Okay.
Where they can find you.
Okay.
Your website.
Okay.
And then at the end, and you are listening to Are they not coming back at all, or just?
No, they're just taking a break. They'll be back next week. I told them I hope they be here when I hope the Cowboys win.
They not.
Them the first show up.
Now you look.
First time they show up is when the Cowboys lose.
You're talking about a surefire New Orleans Saints fan. Don't play with them.
Oh, she knew what I was saying.
Listening, she laughing at you. Talking about real men don't want to do shit for riding the free.
What she saying? What she saying?
My friend in New Orleans just texted me talking about LOL. Real men don't want to do shit for riding around.
That's all they want to do. Wait a minute, I heard that's how New Orleans went on.
She said ride around and do what?
Ride around and do nothing.
Oh yeah, I ain't riding around. So.
Wait a minute.
I might do the know nothing thing, but to ride around, what's the wasting gas?
New Orleans with us when we go, because they go back every now and then. Right. She said, but you're so pretty, we're just afraid that somebody's gonna try to date you, and we don't want you to get mixed up with the New Orleans. Oh, yeah. I said, well, is it life for you? Yeah, but you and your brother is from a business cut. She said, these New Orleans men are just different. They just don't want to do nothing.
You know what? I'm guilty.
You from New Orleans?
No, but I'm guilty of not. I mean, like I'm at that point. I'm at that age and that point where home is like awesome to me.
You know what? As I get older, it's not. I guess because plus working in the club scene, for me, I can have a quiet dinner. It doesn't have to be nothing extravagant. Just a nice.
And you know, I love cooking. I love cooking, so going to eat is not like big for me. Cause I'm like, when I'm in the kitchen cooking, to me that's me out.
Right. And you know what? It's so strange. Now I don't know if I did this to myself. I started liking younger men. Now that's all I attract. Right. Like that's what I get my spot. Right. I had a friend's brother-in-law, and I'm like, are you like the child is like that? That's my brother. That's my older brother. That's your older brother. So I said, how old are you? 26. I said, you know how old are you? Right. He said, no, it doesn't matter. I said, I'm sure I could be your mama. Right. I'll be 45. This is who?
Kevin Hawkins.
Who Hawkins? Kevin Hawkins.
24/7. That's the name of the song.
Who that lady? So that was Kevin Hawkins. Dallas side Kevin Hawkins? 24/7. Okay. Made that left leg jump like you want to go up in there and just boom.
Yeah, he kind of mixed in some rock and pop and all of that. He's being produced by people.
Okay.
Yarborough and people.
Yarborough and people. Oh, okay. So he's one of their artists. Yeah. Okay. Yarborough and people actually grew up right here in DeSoto. Okay. Yeah. I had to actually block this gentleman that keeps texting me all this nonsense. I'm not going to mention your full name, Kevin Martin. Wow. I don't know what your real name is, but I'm sure childish Larondre. Yeah, the childish adult. Yeah, you have been blocked. But
so somebody just inbox me because they hear what we're talking about. They can hear in the background. They can hear us during the break. So of course they was charging me up. So as far as men being lazy, I think that it's I can speak for myself, but I think there are men that relate to me. There are some that are just lazy because they're just lazy. Or when I say lazy, it's as far as not wanting to do things or not proactively doing things. So what I would say to women is, not that I'm an expert. I'm an expert at being a man. I'm not an expert at dating, but I can tell you how men think in general. So a man like me, who I love being at home. Home is comfort to me. New Year's Eve, I'm not trying to go nowhere. You can't convince me that anything is better than home. Church, club, nothing.
Not even church?
Lights, nothing. Because everything I can do at church, I can do at home. And again, it's safe to me. It's safety. Because of, and that's getting too religious, but my relationship. That's why I say whatever I can do at church, I can do at home, because I believe in my relationship. So I respect what you can do at church, but I feel like I have a relationship that if I need it, I can do it at home.
And I think
the
sometimes
party.
we fall into the trap of what's comfortable for us. So
Yeah.
we grew up doing that.
Right. So now it's tradition.
It's tradition. Yeah.
And are you really getting anything out of the tradition?
And so for me, when I started working for different restaurants, because I started in restaurants, I didn't start in the club. I started in restaurants, and then I kind of went away from church. It was different. Mm-hmm. And then I had always been near family on New Year's. And so 2010 was my first time I traveled to Memphis. Okay. My excuse was I was going to go see a girlfriend, which I was. I was going to see my girlfriend and my godson. Mm-hmm. But it was twofold. I was going to see my girlfriend and my godson and then my hoop day. Mm. And I caught a whole lot of slack because I was gone right after Christmas up until after New Year's. And my daddy, you know how old folks are, well, you're going to be up out the ark of safety. And ain't no telling what's going to happen. You're going to be 7 hours away. And we got to come get you. You don't have to wait 7 hours. And I'm thinking, Boo thing got me.
So.
But, yeah, we just kind of fall into that.
Right.
Yeah, with the tradition. But I believe, but I also believe in setting or making new traditions.
Right.
And so, when you have a man that's like me, and I'm Aries and I'm strong, what I believe, and so
we got the peanut gallery over here.
You can't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
My sister's an Aries.
You can suggest it and almost make it. You have to make it seem like it's my ideal.
That's all we have to do. Her.
Yeah, it's like
my baby shower. One of my friends, I had to tell him, "You're really gonna do this." But you have to make her think that she's doing it.
Right.
We're not talking about Callie.
You're not supposed to say that on the microphone.
But you know, Callie to me is more laid back than you.
She's laid back, but like he said, she's headstrong. Yeah. She is like, if she only sees her way.
Right.
So you have to kind of.
But you know that, so that's why you said.
But that's why people get upset with Aries, because they don't understand that. They don't understand how Aries thinks. Right. It's not that you're rude or that you don't care.
She is, yeah.
When is Aries? May, right?
Early April.
Yeah.
Late March.
Yeah. My dad was July. I was going to say, we had to make him think he was in charge the whole time, even though when we was, yeah.
Yeah, so it's, so, you have to let me know. Like, it's just like, well, you should know. Well, no, that don't work. Right. That don't work all the time. And you can't, even when people come to me, when they used to come to the show and we talk about relationships, it always boils down to, did they know? Well, they should have known. No, you can't assume that. You can't.
And I'm bad at that.
You have to. Yeah, you have to. So I always tell women, if your man, and you know that you have a good man, but for some reason he doesn't seem like, oh, he's the type that says, baby, let's go here, let's go there. Right. It's because for some reason, he hasn't gotten that one nudge to say, sometimes I want to do this.
Right.
Because if he knows that, then he's going to go out his way to make sure that he does it. Because it's like, okay, I'm scared if I don't do it. Because I know that she's... But if she never says it, if she never says, oh, I like flowers. Like, if a woman never tells me she likes flowers, then I'm not going to think to get flowers for you unless I know. So when I know
you like... you taking the initiative and just maybe...
Because I'm the same, and it's because the way we think, sometimes we think the way we want what we like. So for me, I have to, once I get to know you, then I know what you like. Then you will see that the things I do is always based on that. And you like, well, I like roses, but I also like violets too. Well, I never knew you liked violets, but I showered you with roses, and you got to the point where you're like, okay, I'm tired of him giving me roses. Can he switch it up and give me? And so then it's like, oh, I didn't know you just like flowers. I thought you just like roses. So it's almost like you have to. I always tell people at the end of the day, did you know? Well, I thought, no, you can't think. You gotta know. Right. And I always tell people, men or women, at the end of the day, if you had an argument about something or you had a disagreement about something, you say, well, he didn't do this or she didn't do that. Did you tell them this is what you want?
Right.
No, but they should.
It's about communication.
Yeah, you got to. And we talk about communication. Right. And sometimes communication is not what we want. It's not about
we say that's
assuming. It's not about assuming, but sometimes
we're not willing to communicate.
we blame the other person for not communicating well, but in essence, we didn't really communicate. Because if I tell you, baby, I really don't like that.
Then you really should take heed and not
right. But if you're doing something for me and I just kind of accept it, and then all of a sudden you get this nerves that you know what, I'm doing something for him and he don't even seem like he appreciate it. And then all of a sudden we have an argument and a fight, and then you find out during that fight that I really don't like that. And you like, why the hell didn't you tell me that? Well, you was doing it, so I just accepted. No, you gotta be honest. Baby, I appreciate the gesture, but that's not my cup of tea.
And I think as I've gotten older, I'm more communicative when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I like that, but I don't like that.
I don't like that. Yeah. And we can't get offended because now you know. And so
but it's a way you communicate that without just,
Because if my woman say, hey, every once in a while, I'm not a club person. But my mom say, hey, every once in a while, I want to go to the club because I just want to dance. Okay, guess what? I love to dance. But I'm not going to take the initiative just to go to the club, just to do it. But if I know this is what you like, okay, because I can find a reason other than that. Okay, you want to go, but I also like to dance, so we can make this work.
Right.
And I think that's what we feel at. Because as grown people, we can talk. We can tell our homeboys, we can tell our girlfriends everything. But when we talk to our special person, we leave stuff out because we want them to know. And that's the worst thing. Oh, I know you love me. No, you got women. Women always tell men, tell me you love me. And a man says, well, you know I love you. No, it's not about that. You want to hear it. Right. It's the same thing. It's the same thing in everything. The same way you won't accept, well, I know you love me, I want to hear it sometimes. It's the same way in any type of communication. Right. You got to tell them that way. If they violate it, they can't say, well, I didn't know. No, we talked about that.
And I think at the beginning stages, we kind of put our best foot forward.
Right.
And some of us are just having a mask, so to speak, on. Oh. And so we kind of filter our thoughts and our feelings.
Exactly.
That's why I say I'm broke. They say I tell the worst thing about myself.
And him and Kevin will get along.
They're like, so tell me about yourself. Well, I'm broke.
This is for me.
When I get sick, I'm a baby. My favorite place to be is like in my bed watching TV. So don't think that I'm trying to pick you up or trying to sleep with you. It's just that's where I like to be. So, if we end up together, you're probably going to find yourself in that situation, in my bed watching TV.
Right. No, you're going to find yourself in your bed by yourself. So let me ask you this, and you don't have to answer, but I know I found myself in my last official serious relationship.
You kill me with your official.
Well, because I'm dating. So it just depends how you look at it. But I would send flowers to the gentleman.
Okay.
And at first he didn't really like it. But then it wasn't that he didn't like it, it was embarrassing. But it was embarrassing, but it made him blush. Okay. So I felt like it was okay. I like doing for the individual just like if
I love I say all the time, I hate that song though. Is it? No, Beyonce's my favorite. But she has a song when she's saying, let me cook for you and all that stuff.
See, I'm not cooking.
I like to cook. I do like to cook. But I hate that song because I always say, I've never had anybody I could do that, with or I would love to send someone flowers just like they would do me,
right,
or I love doing